Welcome back to One-on-One Sports. I'm Mike Feldman, and I have with me a couple of guys who couldn't be happier to see spring training begin. Our own two rookies, Binder and Greg Brzozowski, now join me. And boys, it seems every year some teams comes out of the woodwork to make the playoffs. So this year, who's your most improved team?
Well, if I'm looking at most improved, the decision is clear to me. It's the Boston Red Sox.
No.
Now, I know they're not the popular pick, but look, Theo Epstein went out on a mission this offseason. He said, I'm going to get the best pitching and the best defense. He went out, got the best pitcher available in John Lackey, which gives the Red Sox the best starting rotation in baseball. He went out and got Mike Cameron and Adrian Beltre, who have combined 5 Gold Gloves together to give them the best defense in baseball. They're going to win a lot of close games. It's not going to be good for Red Sox fans' health, but it's going to be good for the win column.
No, okay, first of all, Adrian Beltre has been terrible the last couple of years.
And Mike Cameron bats .250 career.
These are offensive numbers, not defensive numbers where they come in the clutch.
Mike Cameron is a 37-year-old outfielder who spelled your young guy, Jacoby Ellsbury, supposed to be the guy for the Red Sox. He moved into left field, which is easy to play in.
Hey, is there anyone better to learn from than Mike Cameron as a veteran presence for a young Jacoby Ellsbury?
He's got a point.
He's not going back to center field. Ellsbury's a subpar center fielder at best. But
with great speed. So if he learns to jump, you know, he learns a little from Mike Cameron. It could be something.
Okay. I'm going to go with the same division, but not the New York Yankees, the Baltimore Orioles.
Really?
A team loaded with talent. They're just waiting to get there. You know, this outfield, Nick Markakis, all-star. Adam Jones, all-star. Nolan Reimold, future all-star. Infield, Brian Roberts, all-star. Miguel Tejada, former all-star. Garrett Atkins they got from the Rockies. I mean, this team, Matt Wieder's going to have
the golden child, or used to be.
The first full season in the majors. I really like what the Orioles did this offseason.
They may have made some good moves, but it's going to take a couple of years for them to pay off. So that's why I wouldn't really look at them too much early on.
All right, guys. So, you know, for every team, there's some key position battles going on. So for you, what's the most important position battle you're looking at?
It's got to be the Yankees' 5th starter spot. It's Phil Hughes versus Jabba Chamberlain versus Alfredo Aceves versus Sergio Mitre versus Chad Godin. A 5-man battle. What's more exciting than that?
5-man for the 5 spot.
Exactly.
That is true. It's going to be exciting. If I'm looking at position battle, though, it's Brad Lidge versus Ryan Madson for the Phillies closer spot. We saw in the postseason, Brad Lidge had a terrible time. He only pitched in 1 game in the World Series. His 09 numbers, 0-8 with a 7.21 ERA and 11 blown saves. Madsen was the go-to guy in the postseason. It's going to be interesting to see with Lidge out for all of spring training and maybe opening day because he's recovering from surgery if Madsen can steal that spot from him.
I like the Yankees battle better because it determines the careers of Phil Hughes and Jabba Chamberlain. Because if Hughes wins, he becomes that starter the Yankees want him to be, and Jabba Chamberlain can be the closer that he should be.
That is true, but we're talking about the battle as in the 5th spot for the Yankees in their rotation, not for the battle between what's Jabba going to do. Is he the closer of the future for the Yankees, or is Hughes going to be a starter now? We're talking about the guy who's going to follow those 4 great starters in New York.
I still think that it's a huge deal, but you know, you're a man of your own word. So.
All right, guys. Well, these position battles can also be taken over by the unforeseen players, the prospects or rookies. So for you, what rookies and prospects are you looking forward to seeing?
Well, if I'm looking at one rookie who's going to make an instant impact this year, it's Neftali Feliz of the Texas Rangers. This guy was throwing heat last year. He regularly reaches triple digits on radar guns. He was 8th in the major leagues last year in strikeouts per 9 innings, and batters only hit 124 against him. And that's in only 20 games that he pitched. Imagine what he's going to do with a full season under his belt.
Absolutely, but he's got to be able to control that.
Yes, he's got some control problems. That's why he'll start out in the bullpen, but eventually join Scott Feldman and Rich Harden in that Texas rotation.
Yeah, I'm looking at the catcher for the Cleveland Indians, who's not the famous Latin rock jazz guitarist Carlos Santana.
Oh, thank
goodness.
goodness.
Guy, Eastern League
So many famous people being dropped. Jeez.
Eastern League MVP last year. 943 OPS, 23 home runs, 90 walks to 83 strikeouts. This guy is a real deal. He'll probably be up sometime. I wouldn't be surprised to see him around July, but this is his season. He'll come up, and he'll be every bit as good as advertised.
That is true, but he is recovering from off-season surgery, so we'll have to see if that affects his play or not.
We will.
All right, guys. So real quick, we don't have a ton of time, but so out of the American League and the National League, who's your favorites?
Well, I got to go Yankees in the East. I know I said the Red Sox are most improved, but the Red Sox got the wild card. Yankees are still great. Tigers and Rangers. Then NL, Phillies, Cardinals, and Dodgers.
I'm staying with you on the Yankees because they are still the best team and reigning world champs. I don't know why you're picking the Tigers, but I'm taking the Twins. I love Ron Gardenhire. And in the West, I'm taking the Mariners, the most improved team out of anybody this offseason. And in the NL, I'm taking the Phillies in the East, the Cardinals in the Central, and the Giants in the West.
Free to your own opinion.
Great picks, guys, all around. Christian and Greg, thanks for coming aboard. We're going to take a quick station break, but we'll be back shortly. You're watching One-on-One Sports.